Yes, students, so we are on exam day. How to handle this 3 hours of exam time effectively like a pro? So, CA Final IDT, I have a very good plan for you. So, listen to this very carefully. So, first, in exam, they will give you 15 minutes time for you to read the question paper. In 15 minutes time, it is practically not possible to read the entire question paper. So, what we will do here is when they give the question paper to you, see in question number 2, most of the cases it is there are two subparts. One is 10-mark question, the other is 4-mark question. So what I suggest you is solve that question in rough in the question paper using the pencil. Have an eraser. Whenever if anybody in this letter is like saying no, you should not do all that, then erase it off. Otherwise, sir, you should be like properly doing that on the question paper. You at least roughly you should be able to solve this question. Second question, 14-mark question, because most of the cases this will be a 10-mark problem from GST and 4-mark problem from customs duty. That is what actually the trend is. Otherwise, if you are not comfortable with that question, check question number 3 at least. In question number 3, there will be case study based question, 4-mark question, 5 marks from GST and 4 mark from customs duty. So any of these two questions, you select one question, and within that 15 minutes, mostly you should be solving this question, any question, either question number 2 or question number 3, or you can go like this combination of this and this, or you can go with these two and this one, like that, any combination. But 15 minutes you should be solving at least 14-mark question, but that should not be first question, compulsory question, either question number 2 or question number 3. That is very important. Okay, so my target is before giving the answer sheet to you, you should be solving 14-mark problems. Okay, that is one thing. So if at all it is a purely case study based question, question number 3, go through the case study, go through the case study properly and analyze what should be the answer, all the stuff for this particular question, and be ready with the answer in your mind. Okay, this is first step. Next, the moment they give you the answer sheet at 2 o'clock, from 2 o'clock to 2:20 ideally, you should be copying down the answer, whatever is there in your memory or whatever you have just like noted down or solved through pencil with pencil in the rough work, all the stuff. That make sure you are just listing out in the answer sheet in next 20 minutes. So in next 20 minutes, what you should be doing, either that question number 2 or 3 or any combination, whatever, ideally 2 and 3 should be your choice. So any combination, that way make sure you are finishing it off. So from 2 to 220, from 10 to 14 marks, see, not even at least 14 marks, at least 10 mark you will be able to write it down chaka chak like that quickly in the answer sheet, but ideally you should be doing 14 marks. Okay, now from 2:20 to 3 o'clock, see, the next 40 minutes, take MCQs and go with all the MCQs, read carefully, properly. See, nowadays what they are doing, they're twisting the questions and they are jumbling the MCQs options also. Whatever the options you have in the question paper, your friend will not be having the same option. So don't rely on anybody here. Make sure you are solving the MCQs seriously. 40 minutes is a very good ideal time for solving these MCQs. So 30 to 40 minutes you should be solving the MCQs properly. Okay, so that is what the point. And while solving these MCQs, first read the MCQ questions and then go through the case study, because when you are going through the case study later on, you will understand, already you understood the question, so you have a clarity what is the information needed in the paragraph. So that way you can just solve these MCQs. So by 3 o'clock you should be done with MCQs 30 marks. With this, what will happen in the first 1 hour, this 30 marks and plus that at least 10 marks if you have finished also, sir, it will be 40 marks you have covered in 1 hour. Ideally that 14 marks here 30 you should be covering in 1 hour, 44 marks. Let us not worry about that. Ideally, let us take, you have finished it in only 10 marks, so 40 marks also you can cover in first 1 hour. And next, I am taking 15 minutes extra grace time also for you, so I am being little bit more like luxury for you here. Is like, let us assume 15 minutes you have delayed and you finish that 44 marks. Now from 3:15 to 4:15, what you should do is, you should not touch the first question, compulsory question. See, the balance, out of the balance questions, 14-mark questions will be there. See, understand, 6 14-mark question, first one is compulsory, and out of 5 you should write any 4. Out of this 4, already you wrote 1, correct? Now 3 left out, you have to answer 3. So those 3 questions, case study based small 5 mark MCQ, case study based question, and from customs 4 mark case study based questions will be there. So you can happily in 1 hour you can write them. So 3:15 to 4:15 you should be writing in 1 hour. You should be writing this 42 marks. And don't worry, sir, 42 marks can I write in 1 hour? Please don't worry, because in GST, sir, in customs duty, the case study based questions will be literally very small. You can happily do that if you are maintaining a very decent speed. Okay, otherwise I have given already 15 minutes like buffering time, no, for you earlier. That also you can just cover up. Now you should not do in this question number 1. Please understand that. And final last step is 4:15 to 4:35. 4:15 to 4:35. The last thing is you should go with the first question, compulsory question. 20 minutes is really a very good ideal time to solve that particular question. So within 20 minutes you should finish. That means by 4:35, understand, you are thorough with 100-mark question paper. You are done with that. Are you understanding that point? So we have still a buffer time of 25 more minutes. So here and there, if you are lagging somewhere and also, still this will make you to solve 100 marks paper within 3 hours very comfortably. Please understand that. So please make sure you are following this strategy and cracking the entire 100-mark paper. See, understand, this is the paper which will definitely help you to score your aggregate, all that stuff. So no matter how the question paper is, whether it is tricky, lengthy, whatever it is, you don't have a choice. Please remember that. Just focus on the exam, be very confident, believe in yourself. Definitely you will be able to score good marks in this particular paper. Don't worry about that, right? So wishing you all the very best. This is your Mr. GST signing off. Jai Hind.